Jeremy Allen White has put down the apron and picked up the guitar to transform into Bruce Springsteen in the new biopic, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Jeremy Strong, Paul Walter Hauser, and Stephen Graham round out the cast, and though this was more than enough star power to make the film a hit, the movie flatlined at the box office. Now, before we get into why, Kimberly, did you know a lot about Springsteen going into the movie?
Yeah, I grew up in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And
You do not look it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
I only read about it in books.
I was there.
Okay.
But I was a little child, but I do remember Bruce Springsteen.
I remember the fit of them jeans.
Right. And old girl from hilarious.
Yeah.
With the handkerchief hanging out.
Please.
Old girl from Friends
Courtney
was
Cox,
in the video.
Dancing in the Dark. Yeah.
Dancing in the Dark. So, I remember that song. I also remember him being in We Are the World.
Quite.
Did you see the movie?
With my girl, LaToya Jackson. Yes.
Right. Did you see the documentary?
Yes. Because I drive past that every day. That's because that's right on La Brea where A&M Studios used to be.
Yes.
And now it's the Muppet Studio. Yeah.
Exactly.
I drive past that every day.
Okay. Did you remember seeing Michael giving Bruce Springsteen shade, like kind of looking at him when he was it him when he was singing his notes? I don't know if it was him or Huey Lewis.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Huey Lewis jumped in last minute. It probably wasn't him. It could have been Bruce. But Bruce was in the full drama singing on that song.
Oh, absolutely.
He
was in it.
Yeah.
But I do remember Bruce Springsteen though.
Yeah.
And his work.
Also, he is such a good role model for the underbite community, and
Yes.
I rarely get to see my people represented that well. So I have to say I love him for that reason. So in this movie, he's making the album Nebraska, which is definitely the darkest moment in his discography. And the movie is basically about his struggle to put out this album the way he wants people to hear it, which is this very lo-fi, unamplified style, which stands in stark contrast to the music he's put out before, namely the album before, The River, which is full of anthems that are very traditionally Bruce Springsteen. And then this is also an album before Born in the USA. And maybe the most interesting thing about this movie is that he wrote a lot of Born in the USA at the same time he wrote these songs, and they do not seemingly go together
At all.
Like
night and day.
Right. Like a lot of the songs on Nebraska, like the title track is about a serial killer in Nebraska, a real serial killer in the 50s, who is chronicled in the movie Badlands. Bruce Springsteen has another song called Badlands, inspired by, I think, just the poster from that movie. But he gets into the head of this serial killer who just says, I did it because there's a meanness in the world. So you're getting into the psyche of a very dark individual. And but the movie basically says that he wanted to put out this album as is because he was so depressed. He wanted an album that basically matched the depression he was going to.
Right.
And I feel like that's actually not that interesting a conclusion. I think it would have been more interesting if this movie was about, I'm an artist and I think this sounds better. Because, by the way, if you listen to the amplified versions of these songs, which were released recently as the electric versions of Nebraska, it sounds so much more generic.
Yeah.
It's like I can only understand his point of view.
Why he would have wanted it more raw and real.
Yeah.
I found it very interesting that he was, scenes from the movie where he was in the library, like looking at microfiche.
Yeah.
Of the case in Nebraska, and I'm like, oh, Bruce Springsteen was at the library, like doing research,
doing journalistic
for
stuff.
His album, like I found that very intriguing and interesting, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's that dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, in order to pad out its runtime, the other things in this movie aren't as fascinating. Like they try to be like, he dated this woman in New Jersey, and then she felt like she got the short shrift. It's like, you don't say. He's like the world's most famous songwriter, and he doesn't really have time for a relationship right now. They did not find an interesting angle into the love story for even 1 second. I feel bad for that actress who did a pretty good job.
Yeah, she was decent, and they didn't even revisit it at the end of the movie either.
No,
I was kind of like, well, what's the resolution? For that, because it seemed like it was something substantial. And I don't know if it was based on something that really happened in his life.
And if it was, it's like they didn't find any particular details that make it stand out.
Right. I have a question for you. So Born in the USA, I remember a scene where he was walking out of the cafe, right? And his manager was
John Landau. Yeah.
Yes. Gives him a script, and he says Paul Schaefer wrote
Paul
this?
Schrader, the guy who wrote Taxi Driver. Not Paul Schaefer, the
Oh my
David Letterman
God.
band leader. Yes.
Thank
who wrote It's
you.
Raining Men.
Oh my God, he sure did. You know what? I was like going through a rabbit hole, and I even told a friend, I was like, did you know Paul Schaefer wrote a script called Born in... And I was thinking it was like a stage play or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I would love to hear that. I'm sure it would have been quite jovial.
I was like, oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, Paul Schrader, who wrote like Taxi Driver and American Gigolo
I
and
know
stuff.
who that is. Yeah. Why did I see Paul Schaefer? I was a little tired in the movie theater.
Also, Bruce Springsteen has famously performed on David Letterman.
Yes,
I think when he left the network the first time, so that connection makes sense.
It does, yeah.
What did you think of Jeremy Allen White in this movie?
Okay. Aesthetically, I think they did a pretty good job in terms of like making him
Springsteen-y. Because they don't really look alike.
They don't look alike, but he definitely embodied like, you know, that rugged image. Maybe it was the pronunciation of his nose. Maybe that helped some things. I don't know. Is he shorter than Springsteen?
Almost certainly. I can't imagine him being
I don't know
above 5'7".
Maybe that was like probably the most blaring thing for me was maybe the height thing. Because then I was kind of like, I don't think Bruce Springsteen was this short. And I mean, not to be a heightist, but you know, that was...
It's not called short in the USA. Jesus Christ. Keep It is brought to you by Soul. Now, how do I wind down after a long day? You guessed it. Thousands of Trivial Pursuit questions. I will literally go through an old deck. It could be from 1987. I love when you read a bunch of old trivia and the answer to every one of them is something you don't think about anymore, like Alexander Haig or Henry Kissinger. All my faves. But anyway, now imagine getting all of that relaxation into your body with just one bite. That bite is Soul's out-of-office gummy, which can help you effortlessly unwind and ease into your evening. Soul is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxation. With 5 different strengths, you can tailor the dose to fit your vibe. From a gentle 1.5 milligram microdose to their newest 15 milligram gummy for a more elevated experience. And if you like their out-of-office gummies, try the new out-of-office beverage, a refreshing, alcohol-free alternative that's perfect for winding down on the couch or socializing with friends. Soul also has a variety of products designed specifically to help you get a better night's rest, including their top-selling Sleepy Gummies, a fan favorite for deep restorative sleep. Bring on the good vibes and treat yourself to Soul today. Right now, Soul is offering our audience 30% off your entire order. Go to getsoul.com and use the code KEEPIT. That's getsoul.com, promo code KEEPIT for 30% off. Keep It is brought to you by Armor Colostrum. We live in an age of unprecedented access to information, innovation, and opportunity, but also one of environmental and societal stressors that our biology was never designed for. From microplastics to chronic digital exposure, endocrine disruptors to industrialized food, modern life is hijacking our health at a cellular level, leading to decreased energy, brain fog, and accelerated aging. Armor Colostrum is nature's original superfood packed with over 400 bioactive nutrients that restore your body's resilience from the inside out, strengthening immunity, fortifying gut health, and elevating focus so you can stay sharp, energized, and at your best in a world that demands it. We've worked out a special offer for our audience. Receive 15% off your first order. Go to tryarmra.com/keepit or enter KEEPIT to get 15% off your first order. That's tryarmra.com/keepit. To be honest, I kind of question how good he was in this movie.
Okay.
There are scenes where he performs as Bruce Springsteen. I feel like a lot of effort went into actually mimicking the sounds of Bruce Springsteen's singing voice, which is pretty good.
Right.
But that's also sort of secondary to what's actually happening in the movie.
Right.
I kind of felt like he was playing Bruce Springsteen as one of the outsiders. You know, it was just like everything was like a little bit like,
which
shruggy,
outsider?
yeah. Oh gosh, like Matt Dillon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah. Where it's like, I kind of get that Bruce Springsteen dresses like that.
Yeah.
But like his personality is a little bit more like
subtle. Right?
Yeah, subtle, and like every word is perfectly chosen. Like he's not somebody who you know, is long-winded or
right.
You know, and I never felt like I was really watching Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Not that you really need that in order for a biopic to be successful, but I feel like I wanted more of the specifics of him to sell this story because not enough else about this story was fascinating enough.
No, not at all. I really think it would have been better as a documentary.
Yes, because Bruce is interesting.
He's very interesting.
When you watch him in an interview, I'm like, oh, I'm hanging on every word, and you're so smart, and I get where all this comes from immediately. You know?
Yeah, the flashbacks too.
The childhood flashbacks were so fucking bad.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
You had a tough childhood, and it's like there's a song on the album on Nebraska called "My Father's House," so it's like, okay, let's watch his like shitty relationship with his father, but at the same time, they look like reenactments from like Rescue 911 or like the E! True Hollywood Story or something.
Exactly. Yeah, it really, and just the story itself really didn't go anywhere. Like the very, last moment with him and his dad asking him, I don't want to give any spoilers.
No, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, the dad asking him to sit on his lap and stuff. I was just kind of like, it was a moment, but at the same time, I was just kind of like, there was really not enough buildup. There was no tension.
Like, I'm not rooting for him to be friends with his dad.
No, not at all.
The only interesting thing about that is at the end of the song Nebraska, the aforementioned one about the serial killer, the guy who's going to the electric chair asks if his girlfriend, who did the murders with him, can sit on his lap while he's being executed.
Really?
So I was wondering if that was a callback to that. Stephen Graham, who plays Springsteen's dad in this movie, at the end of this movie, is backstage at a concert with Bruce and says, you sit on my lap. You've never sat on my lap before. Now, tender in a way, I guess.
Or Bruce told him, you never...
Yes.
Ask me. And then the dad was like, I didn't, or you never sat on my lap. Like the dad was almost like surprised. Like, we never had this moment.
Right. So I assume there's some thematic tie-in to the album there. But at the same time, it's like the dad is treated like such a drunk asshole.
Yes.
That I don't see any reason for this to tie up this part of the story, which otherwise, by the way, is about mental health and depression.
Absolutely.
Like these guys telling him to get help, etc.
Right.
And I don't think the help really has anything to do with that part of his life.
Not at all.
So.
Yeah, I thought the dad was painted a little bit too one-dimensional.
Yeah, broadly.
For me.
Also, there are actually several things that weren't dimensional enough about this movie to me. The most quote unquote interesting part of the movie is when he's fighting with people, with his manager, etc., to get this album put together the way he wants to. And even then, it's like Bruce is the only one who wants to do the right thing, and they're all like naysayers in exactly the way you expect. Like, there's nobody who's like seeing it his way and like offering insight or like even Bruce like never really gets a funny moment in the movie. He's just depressed guy with an artistic vision.
Right. Exactly.
It's like you're constantly waiting for the movie to be as smart as Bruce Springsteen can be.
Exactly.
And it's not.
It wasn't able to deliver that.
No.
Can we talk about Marc Maron being in all these music biopics?
No. And by the way, and also by the way, Jeremy Strong, whenever he's in an Oscar caliber movie, looking like a character from Guess Who. Every time. And making like 7 choices about ticks that you have to deal with when he's in the movie.
Was he wearing a wig or what was that?
What wasn't he wearing? Everything was like glasses and like Bruce.
Too much.
Yeah, too much. No, you're right. Marc Maron is just sort of everywhere.
He was in the Aretha Franklin movie.
Yes. Which, by the way, she was underrated in that, Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer was very good in that, actually.
I guess it was sort of a typical biopic, but like it captured something about Aretha.
Yeah, Marlon was great in that movie too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's also in that movie To Leslie with Andrea Riseborough. So he loves to hang around a potential Oscar nominee.
Right. Yes, I love Mark.
And also, I think there would have been more interesting tension to explore with the E Street Band, who eventually get fired off the Nebraska album so he can put it out lo-fi.
Right.
And then they, of course, return eventually. But his relationship with his bandmates wasn't explored enough.
No.
And what's weird is, if I were to make a movie about Bruce Springsteen, I probably would pick this period of his life, because this album is my favorite of his. I love Nebraska.
Okay.
And, of course, it's right before he vaults to a whole other level of stardom, which is interesting. But it really made you feel like you could have just read about it on Wikipedia, or you could have, as you said, watched a documentary.
The Billy Joel documentary is amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, the 2-part it's great.
Oh, by the way, speaking of documentaries, did you see the John Candy one?
Not yet.
Oh, my God. When you hear Catherine O'Hara eulogize him during his funeral, watch the fuck out. This woman should be a saint.
Oh, my God. Okay, I have to see. What is it streaming on?
One of them.
Okay,
yeah. You'll find it on the computer. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I had high hopes for this, especially since it feels like our Oscar season this year is pretty limp. Like there's not many. Like I'm hearing that Begonia with Emma Stone is like mid-tier, and it's like even the Emma Stone movie isn't like that exciting.
Well,
like,
what about the Jennifer Lawrence movie? I'm hearing.
I hear she's amazing in that, but I also feel like it's maybe too wild for the Oscars conversation. You know? So we'll see.
I wish they could do like an Oscar ceremony where they can like take movies that like were the sleeper hits that should have won Oscars and just do like a category like every year. Like this was 1967 and these movies didn't win, but let's see if they could win again.
You belong. You are on the right podcast because this is all I want. You know, it's been 40 years since 1985. Let's give all The Color Purple the Oscars they deserve.
Right.
You know,
the original one.
Yes. Can you believe how they shot I'm Here in the new Color Purple? And it was just like her walking between some clothing rack.
I really like the original.
Yes, right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Margaret Avery in that movie, Oprah Winfrey. Yes.
And the Broadway musical.
Oh, of course.
But yeah.
Did you know that one time I had a ticket to go see the version of it with Heather Headley on Broadway?
Ooh.
And then, so I was in New York for a little while, and a friend of mine was like, actually, I have fourth row tickets to Hamilton if you want to, and it was the original cast. And culturally, I had to pick Hamilton because everyone was talking about it, but I never got to see Heather Headley in The Color Purple. I'm sure it was amazing.
An unfair
right.
decision.
No,
like,
God was angry.
What a
God
crossroad you were at.
Yes, right.
Two roads diverged.
Right. No, it's so upsetting. I'm sure they were like across the street from each other too. I wish I could have done both of them. But
wow.
Anyway, sorry to Bruce Springsteen. I think they could have done better by you, but I'm sure Jeremy Allen White will get the nomination anyway because, as I said, we're also bored this year. When we're back, it's time for Keep It. Keep It is brought to you by Found. Ask any small business owner, they'll tell you finances get messy quick. A bank account here, QuickBooks there, tax and invoicing apps stacked on top. Before long, you're buried in expensive tools, behind on books, and unsure where your business really stands. That's why there's Found. Found eliminates the clutter by giving you one platform that handles it all. Banking, bookkeeping, invoices, and taxes. No more paying for multiple subscriptions and dealing with clunky, outdated apps. They've automated things like tracking expenses, finding write-offs, and budgeting for tax time. You can even send invoices for free and pay your contractors. Everything all from one app. Found makes it easy to regain control of your business finances so you can get back to doing what you love. Though I have to say, and I'm sure other people feel this way, but I never voice it, I really do dread tax season. It always feels like there's something I'm forgetting or someone I forgot about and some other monetary decision I should be making and that I should know how to make due to adulthood, but that I don't. Found really takes the complication out of this entire season, and I can't recommend it enough for that reason. Take back control of your business today. Open a Found account for free at found.com. That's FOUND.com. Found is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services are provided by Lead Bank, member FDIC. Join the hundreds of thousands who've already streamlined their finances with Found. Keep It is brought to you by Helix. So I'm not working this week. I'm on a hiatus from Kimmel. I worked out, ate, went home, got there at about 8:45, and you know what I decided to do? Sleep. Oh my God. Did you know you can go to bed at 9 p.m.? Legally you can. I know you think you should be watching YouTube clips from the 70s and watching like Vanessa Redgrave accept her Oscar for the 50,000th time. But no, you can sleep. And I want to say the reason I'm excited to sleep is because I've got a Helix mattress and it keeps me so sleepy the entire night. Helix knows there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress. Everybody is unique and everybody sleeps differently. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. So how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Well, you can take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. Your personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door free of charge. I'll tell you what I love about my Helix mattress, not just sleeping on it. I do a fair amount of TV watching from there too. But it's the kind of TV watching where I want my energy to slowly sap and I become comatose as I watch, for instance, the new show Boots. And by God, does Helix pull through every single time. Go to helixsleep.com/keepit for 20% off site-wide. That's helixsleep.com/keepit for 20% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/keepit. And we're back with our favorite and saltiest part of the episode. It's Keep It. Kimberly, Hit me. What the fuck is annoying you?
I'm on the TikToks and...
Oh, well, that's your first mistake.
I know, right? The videos of women talking about how they're decentering men, and I get the sentiment. I understand it. But they are doing the exact opposite of that by talking about it for...
I'm thinking about the men now.
Exactly. I'm like, do you not understand what you are doing and putting out into the universe? Like, where attention goes, the energy... What's the saying? Where attention goes, energy grows?
Oh, I wish. No.
But...
I'm inspired nonetheless.
But just saying, it's like you are... coming up saying, okay, I'm decentering men, but really you're trying to focus the energy on you. And so they spend like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long the video is, talking about how they're decentering men. And it's like you're praising them. You're saying men over and over again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like you have an addiction. Yes.
There is an addiction. It's like if you were really decentering, you would be one of these women that spell women WOMYN.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you'd be in a pottery collective somewhere.
Thank you. Wearing your Birkenstocks.
Dang.
Thank you.
By the way, allow me. I have no problem doing that.
Listen. Yeah, so it just really keep all those videos, man, and just put that energy into yourself. Stop talking about what you're doing. Just do it. Don't even talk about it. Just do it.
Is there a particular TikToker who is most obnoxious about this?
It's all of them. They all do. A lot of them do it. I don't know which. I don't really know the names of these people.
It feels rude to actually know a TikToker's name. I'm sorry. Some people don't deserve to be known like that.
But I look at them though, and they're entertaining. But then I'm like, you're saying you don't want this central in your life, but you're giving it all this attention.
Also, decentering is a very specific term.
It's very specific.
It's saying this was the light in my life, and now I'm trying to face another direction.
Now I'm going to put the light behind me.
Yeah.
It's going to be a backlight now.
It's like the Wicked movie. Yeah. Everything's backlit now.
Yeah, it's backlit. It's just like, come on, girls. Come on, girls.
Also,
get some hobbies.
You know how I decentralize men? Just not finding them interesting almost ever. Like to have to sit there and even Bruce Springsteen, who's one of the greatest men I can think of, very hard to just focus on him for 2 hours.
Right.
I'm like, oh, can we think about another person like Suzanne Vega? Or like, is it time for Lauryn Hill yet?
But what's funny too about that too is like these women say to do this, and then like I'm sure like right after they're done filming their video, they're like straddling somebody. You know what I'm saying?
They turn off the camera and they're just like, let me line up 5 men.
Let me get it in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on now. Anyway, that's it.
Okay.
Keep it.
Not to centralize me, a man. I know it's so disappointing that I'm one of them. But my keep it this week goes to somebody who I otherwise love and think is a fabulous celebrity. She's already come up this episode. Jennifer Lawrence. She was talking about on her old press tours, when she was sort of coming up in the industry and she was an Oscar nominee for movies like Winter's Bone, an Oscar winner for Silver Linings Playbook, how she understands that people were annoyed with her because I watched old videos of myself and she says, I was annoying. Can I just say something? Jennifer Lawrence, if she's annoying, everybody in the universe is annoying. The girl was a fabulous celebrity from the jump. I found her constantly funny. In a way nobody demanded of her. Like she's very kind of droll and chill and knowledgeable. If you feel obligated to call yourself annoying, it's because men aren't used to listening to a woman speak for more than 5 seconds.
Right.
I'm sorry. Like she was so smart, so capable, seemingly could do anything. Like her movies have like nothing to do with each other. Like how is the same person in Mother the same person in Winter's Bone? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. She's extremely talented. I just don't feel like being a little quippy or awkward sometimes or whatever she thought was annoying about her old videos is worth apologizing for.
She thought it was annoying?
Yeah.
Well, maybe she thought it was annoying because maybe she was putting that on and it wasn't really authentic to who she really was, possibly.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
not saying that that's true, but
but I don't demand constant authenticity of everybody. If you need to go off, so to speak. Just like you're on camera and you've got to say something. Like, go ahead.
Turn it on.
Yeah, please.
Turn it on.
Use the improv chops.
Yes, absolutely.
We've all taken that groundlings class.
Maybe it's a maturity thing too.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm sure she's reflecting on being in her early 20s and now she's in her 30s.
Yes.
And I think necessarily, if we all look back at our tweets from that time, and when you're a certain age, like I am, you had a lot of tweets at that time.
I was an idiot in my 20s. I'm like, I wish I could get some of my record expunged.
Oh, sure. Well, I just feel like there's so much you have to go through just to get to the other side. Like, for instance, when I was a comic in my early 20s, I was specifically very profane. And I thought that was really novel at the time. But then you kind of do that enough times and you don't care anymore.
Right.
So you hear it's like looking at footage of yourself at a childhood birthday party. You're like, why was I such a mess eating cake like that?
Right. Exactly.
So am I the only person who had like a clear funfetti addiction? Yeah. To this day, who knows what was good? Yeah, with cream cheese icing. Come on now.
Oh, you just triggered me with cream cheese.
Oh yeah.
Because at my birthday party, my mom, she could not cook, and she had silver. What was it? It was celery with cream cheese in the middle, and she would put like seasoning salt on it. And my friends ate it, and somebody threw up at my party. And when you said cream cheese, and it was the cream cheese, and I just had a. Sorry.
Wow, your mom.
I was triggered.
Your mom was an agent of terror. I mean, she's like, first of all, you're at this birthday party. Enjoy my celery. Second of all, you won't survive.
I was triggered when you said cream cheese.
Oh, wow. Sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Hopefully we can heal together. A la Springsteen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Nebraska.
Yes, right.
that might put us back into...
Yeah. If I think about Nebraska too long, I'm sorry. We're going to go back to the cream cheese place.
Yeah, we will.
I can't be there long. Anyway, that is our episode. Kimberly, you have a lot of comedy coming up this week. Where can we find you?
Yes, I'm actually going to be at the Dress Up show at the Roosevelt Hotel.
Oh, right next to where I work at Kimmel. Yes.
Oh, dope. Come by.
I will.
Yeah, that's going to be at 8:00 on Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific Halloween set in mind or no?
No, but I was supposed to be Rick James for Halloween. That's the whole reason why I got my
sure.
bangs cut. But
I consider myself one of the Mary Jane girls.
Do you?
Yes.
Which one? JoJo?
Yes. In my house. Yes.
In my... Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Rick James. I'm actually a super fan of Tina Marie.
She was amazing.
Yeah. What was up with her? She could do anything. She would go off.
She was like, Motown artist, Tina Marie. I'm going to be Audrey Hepburn, I think, from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh.
That's going to be my look.
A lot of that movie remains very underrated. I mean, like, she has a number of performances where a lot's going on that I don't think people give her credit for. But Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is the most famous one, still a lot to mine in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Excusing the racism of the Mickey Rooney character.
Of course,
yes.
Yeah. I wish I could just take that part out.
Even just the teeth.
They could take it. They could take that part out, and it would do nothing to the movie.
Totally.
It would do nothing to the movie. Anyway.
Kimberly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. So much fun.
Thank you to Jeremy Allen White for trying. And thank you also to Justine Loop for being here today. We'll see you next week. But until then, you can entertain yourself looking at the Keep It socials, Keep It show on Instagram, where I'm blabbing about whatever, ranking things, unranking things, and then re-ranking them again. Join us there, and we'll see you next week.